stock of how markets performed to close last week as well as how Asian markets have opened this week. Now, US and European markets closed in the red last week on Friday, and investors were seen to be cautious ahead of the Fed meet later this week, which is expected. An FOMC announcement is expected on Wednesday of this week. All US benchmark indices were trading lower in the red on Friday. The Dow was down around 0.5% on Friday, down for a third consecutive week of decline. The S&P 500 shed around 0.9% in trade on Friday, ending the week around 60 basis points down. And again, a second consecutive week of decline for the S&P 500. The big tech stocks also saw a bit of a sell-off, with Facebook, Apple, Alphabet as well as Microsoft all falling in trade on Friday. The Nasdaq Composite was down around again 0.9% after two consecutive days of gains on Wednesday and Thursday. European indices, as I mentioned, were also in the red. The FTSE 100 was down on Tuesday as well as Wednesday, gained marginally on Thursday, and was again down on Friday, 0.9%. The DAX too was down over 1%, with the index up in 3 out of the 5 sessions during the week. The CAC 40 was down around 0.8%, and the Stock 600, after a mixed week, closed lower, again 0.9%. Coming to Asia, Asian stocks rose on Friday, with the Nikkei up over 0.5% on Friday. The Shanghai was up around 0.1% on Friday. The Hang Seng was up over 1% on Friday. The Kospi gained 0.33% on Friday, and the ASX 200, which was the only major Asian index to decline, was down around 0.75% on Friday. The Australian stocks continued to fall in trade on Monday morning, with the ASX 200 down over 1% in early trade on Monday. Markets in mainland China, Japan and South Korea are closed on Monday for holidays, so not much of a queue there. However, the SGX Nifty futures, which were absolutely flat and traded down with a negative bias on Friday, down around 2 basis points, is currently down 0.2%, which is one of the largest losses it has taken in a while now. The London Metal Index closed down around 0.1% on Friday. Oil cooled off and has started the week at around $71.68 a barrel, with Brent at around $75 a barrel. Gold continues to consolidate in the 1750s, is at around 1753 an ounce. LME copper was down around 0.5% on Friday, with the DCE iron ore posting a huge negative at around going down around 4.5% plus in trade on Friday. Moving to currency and bonds, the US dollar gained around 0.25% on Friday and continues its journey upwards, up around 7 basis points in early trade today. The US 10-year Treasury yield also rose and is currently at the 1.363% mark, which is obviously rising steadily. Bitcoin is down around over 2.5% in early trade and is just below the US dollar 47,000 mark in early trade today. That's a roundup from us on this Monday morning.